As we continue with RWL Christmas Holiday Massacre, another one-on-one matchup involving Splendid Bobby C of Team Splendid facing the RWL Cruiserweight Champion Gary Galaxy in a non-title matchup.
Yeah, boy, with Sylvia Strong standing ringside.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to ask you. How did dinner go with Sylvia Strong after Snarl?
It's like you so often point out, Tex. A true gentleman never discusses such things in mixed company. But I can say, both Sylvia and I are quite happy with the direction things have taken.
Then I, too, in turn, are happy with the direction things have taken.
Our next non-title match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. First, accompanied by his tag team partner, Sensational Fabiolous from Beverly Hills, California, weighing 212 pounds, Splendid Bobby C.
Now, well, some fans know it and some don't. This is not the first time Splendid Bobby C and Gary Galaxy have crossed swords. It was about a year ago in Ray's, the last time they did this.
I remember it, and I remember also that Gary Galaxy pretty much owned the Splendid one in that match, but 12 months can make a huge difference. It remains to be seen whether Bobby C has learned anything from that last encounter, or if the Cruiserweight Champion just plain old has Bobby's number.
Quite possible that Gary Galaxy's going to have his number again tonight because, man, he has been hot since taking the Cruiserweight title away from Tony Dangerous in that 2 out of 3 fall cage match earlier this month. Well, for my part, I'm going to take a guess that Bobby C has learned something from the last time they met. He might even surprise us tonight.
Well, Myron, you know what they say, Christmas is the time of miracles, and we'll just have to see what happens when the Cruiserweight Champion Gary Galaxy gets himself out here.
His opponent, accompanied by Sylvia Strong from Chesapeake, Virginia, weighing 186 pounds, he is the RWL Cruiserweight Champion, the prototype, Gary Galaxy.
It's really amazing how much more animated and how much more formidable an opponent Gary Galaxy becomes once he's in possession of a championship belt. It's like he really seems to come alive, just brimming over with confidence, in addition to his already solid in-ring skills.
That is true. Plus, he's got the hottest manager in the company in his corner.
The hottest in more ways than one.
Well, I'm sure you're right about that. We're going to leave that right there, Johnny. As referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell, here we go. The men come center ring, and look at this. Splendid Bobby C with a long distance. Scoop slam follows it up with a kick to the back. Splendid Bobby C rounds up Gary Galaxy, fails to connect with the standing dropkick, but does manage to nail a pretty good fireman's carry. Gary Galaxy rounded up by the Splendid one, placed up against the ropes. Gary quick with the counter and a hard right. Ooh, look at this. Kick to the midsection. And an arm drag from Gary. He's got the Splendid Bobby C up over the shoulders and hangs him up over the top rope, and down he goes. As Sensational Fabiolous looks on, doesn't look like he cares too much for the treatment his partner is receiving here. Splendid Bobby C counters, catches a knee, and a couple of hard kicks to the chest. As Gary Galaxy gathers him up again. Whoa! Wow, heavy clothesline. Oh, and a leg drop too. Splendid Bobby C being escorted close to center ring. Gary covers one, but only one. Splendid Bobby C laid out. Gary drives a knee into the lower back, and here we go. Sensational Fabiolous definitely not liking the treatment his tag team partner is receiving here. And unfortunately for Gary, the distraction works the trick. Whoa, what an inverted spinning neckbreaker from Splendid Bobby C, who seems to have picked up a new trick or two since last time these guys met. Whoa, knee to the head for Gary Galaxy. Gary tries to make his way back up to his feet using the corner. Oh man, catches his shoulder in the gut. Turns it around. Bobby C counters. Whips Gary right back into the corner again. And this can't possibly be good. He's got him sit up there on the top turnbuckle facing the outside. As Splendid Bobby C executes a very good top rope suplex, hurt himself in the process doing it, but Gary Galaxy is laid out. Splendid Bobby C fails to connect with that knee. Gary Galaxy just laid out of the way in the nick of time. They tussle, collar and elbow. Bobby shoves Gary away. Whips Gary back into the far corner yet again. Turns him on around. Nails him with a hard right. Gary stunned off the ropes and a jumping bulldog. Takes Gary back down to the mat again. Splendid Bobby C gathers him up. Fails to connect with the standing dropkick. Gary whips him to the ropes. Head-on collision with no result, but up over the shoulders goes Splendid Bobby C into a gutbuster. A knee into the midsection from Gary Galaxy. Counter with a kick, and Splendid Bobby C fails to connect with the running kick. A standing drop kick from behind takes him down. Sylvia Strong screeches her approval here. Gary Galaxy, nice fisherman suplex. Covers. One, but only one, as Splendid Bobby C manages to break the pin. Gary Galaxy begins to resume work all over again. Whoa, what a hard kick. Splendid Bobby C looked like he might be in a little bit of trouble here as the prototype takes himself all the way up to the top turnbuckle. Here we go. Look at that beautiful dive. That was beautifully done by the prototype. Gary Galaxy fails to connect with the stomp. Bobby C with a clothesline. Tags Gary with a second one. Rebounds off the ropes and a beautiful kick. It takes Gary Galaxy down to the mat. Gary now on the receiving end. Whoa, swing and a miss with that kick again from Splendid Bobby C. Counters with a couple of elbows. Backs Gary the hell off. But Gary countered again. Another hard right from Bobby C to the back of the head. And a German suplex from Splendid Bobby C. Rounds up Gary Galaxy again. Whips him once more into the far corner. A hard right, a hard left, another hard right. And a pitch right out of the corner and onto the mat. Splendid Bobby C taking a break, perhaps getting some pointers from Sensational Fabiolous, as Gary Galaxy remains laid out in front of Sylvia Strong on the opposing side of the ring. Gary quickly trying to make his way back to his feet. He can hear Splendid Bobby C behind him. And up, oh man, back suplex. Gary Galaxy counters with a punch. Rounds up Splendid Bobby C, but Splendid Bobby C quickly counters. Has Gary up over his shoulder. Oh man, what a backbreaker that was right there. That was nasty. Snapmare. Fails to connect with the driving knee again. Gary Galaxy just a little too fast for that one, but gets hung up on the top rope by Splendid Bobby C. Bobby rounds him up. Kick to the midsection from Gary Galaxy. A counter from Splendid Bobby C. Fireman's carry from Gary. That was very poetic of me, wasn't it? Ha! Gary Galaxy catches a forearm from Splendid Bobby C. Snapmare from Gary. Now torturing the arm. Oh, he's really dialing it in on that arm. Yanking on the shoulder. And on the bicep. And the tricep just tearing it up there as Bobby C makes his way back up to his feet. Counters with a hard shot to the midsection. And now Bobby has him up in the powerbomb position, but Gary Galaxy deciding he don't like to be there. Look at this, Bobby C refusing to give up. Has Gary up over the shoulders into a Canadian backbreaker here, but Gary Galaxy finding his way out of that submission hold. Moves back in on Splendid Bobby C with a DDT. And a hard one. Slammed his head into the mat pretty good. Gary covers, hooks the leg this time. 1, 2, but no, only a 2. Splendid Bobby C, despite taking a pretty nasty shot, still managed to find his way out. Sensational Fabiolous looking on as his partner counters Gary with a hard right. Catches an arm drag from Gary Galaxy. Counters Gary Galaxy with a kick to the midsection. Has Gary up, and there's that long distance scoop slam. Bobby C rounds him up again. They tussle, collar and elbow. Gary shoves him back. Fails to connect with his move. Splendid Bobby C spins him around, pitches him into the far corner. Fails to connect with that running knee, wound up hanging himself up. Oh, man. Gary Galaxy. Beautiful hip toss. Gets swept. And Splendid Bobby C seems to be a little bit exasperated with the situation here as he gathers Gary Galaxy up again. Oh, Gary, 2 quick counters into a dragon screw. Now it's Bobby C. Rounded up by Gary Galaxy. Here we go. Gary Galaxy opening up with the jab and a little bit of fancy footwork and another left jab. And here we go. Look at this, doing this whole Muhammad Ali. Oh, man, hard right. Gary showing off that fancy footwork. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Gary Galaxy has done put out the last of Splendid Bobby C, winning this one by pinfall.
The time was 8 minutes and 6 seconds. And your winner, Gary Galaxy.
You guys know generally I don't like to criticize anybody's performance, but I will have to say that Splendid Bobby C, despite putting in something of an effort, probably should have doubled his efforts just a little bit more. He was not in there against just anybody. He's in there against the Cruiserweight Champion, and if he had tried just a little bit harder, chances are pretty good he might have even come up with a win.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Tex. I believe that Splendid Bobby C perhaps underestimated the abilities the RWL Cruiserweight Champion, Gary Galaxy, and did so to his cost. In any case, fans, we'll be right back with more of the Christmas Holiday Massacre when we return from this break.